Yeah, that's bashing your head. God sees everything we do, hears everything we say, and knows everything we think. To those who are not free from sin and live a sacrilegious life, great suffering will come. Hey, you want a different theology, dude? You again. If I can't convince you to use the silver piece to save the life of your servant, maybe the priest and scholar Martin Luther can. I have here a copy of his theses. Please listen to what he writes about the sale of indulgences. And drill. No. Knife? I can't work on the bone with the knife. The city watch. They're looking for someone. The priest is with them too. Oswald Kellen. You are under arrest. Open the door. I have to get out of here. It's too high, I need something to climb down. Open up or we're breaking the door. Crotchety. I need something to climb down. Oh, the bedsheet. My bed with a knife? Rope. We are not getting arrested for witchcraft. They're after me. I'm sure they'll show up any minute. I must hide. The alley going to the front of the house, I'll run back there around the corner. He must have climbed down there, let's go. I must hide. They died of their plague, the skin is covered with pox. No, if the city guards spread out to search the streets, they'll find me there. I must hide. Okay, so we are hiding amongst the bodies. A pile of garbage. Where is he? I don't know. He can't get out of town. The gates are locked and guarded. That was close. Baskets filled with grain. A big bowl is empty. A pile of firewood. Meat pickled in brine, hung out to dry. Hey, who are you? Don't be afraid, I won't hurt you. My name is Oswald. What's your name? My name is Suzanne. A beautiful name. But tell me, what are you doing here? I don't know. Are you hiding? There's nothing wrong with that. Where are your parents? Dead. They're outside. They got sick, like the others. We weren't allowed to leave the house. It got bad, and we had nothing left to eat. We wanted to go to the market, but then they collapsed. They just lay there. There's nowhere to go. Oh, Suzanne, I'm so sorry. Don't you have any relatives in town? No. My only uncle and aunt are... Only my uncle and aunt in Outerode. That's too far away. Outerode? That's a day's journey from here, and it's on my way. Listen, Susan. I have to get out of town too. I could take you there if you like. Really? Yes, but we won't get out of here tonight. Let's wait until tomorrow and get some sleep. So let's look outside. The gravedigger is loading the bodies to carry out of town. He is taking the plague dead out of town. If If we look like plague sufferers, the guards will surely leave us alone. I have a plan. I have an idea of how to get out of town and a good distance toward Outroad. But you have to be brave, do you understand? I just want to get away from here. If we paint black spots on our skin, I'm sure we'll be let out of town unmolested. But I need a disguise, or else the guards will recognize me. Do you need anything else? Is there anything you want to take you with you before we leave? I already carry everything that's important to me. A bracelet from my mother, and a flint on a leather strap from my father used to wear. I'll get us out of here. So we need a way to paint black spots on our... Is that what I'm getting? I can't go out onto the street. The guards won't recognize me. These wood chips should be easy to ignite. Oh, please light the wood chips. There. They burn down rather quickly. Some soot. So you get some soot. You get some soot. Like dreaded plague victims. Now hopefully the guards at the gate will keep their distance. So now we can climb out. An old rag, it has an... Okay. So I need to do that. The guards won't recognize me like this, at least at first glance. So now we can leave. Wait. What do you want? Oh, you two look like something the cat dragged in. Are you sure I shouldn't take you away right now? Yes, take us with you. What? It was just a joke. There's certainly not much else to laugh about. No, seriously, take us with you. You think I'm doing this for fun? I work all day. Got to drag the bodies out of here. All this for a lousy crust of bread. It's just a good thing the dead aren't contagious. So why in God's name should I take you with me? We need to get out of town. Out of town, huh? Why don't you just walk out the gate? We won't make it on foot, look at us. You're way too sick for me to want you around. Just stay away from me. I don't want to catch anything. Don't worry, it's just a disguise. Disguise? Where are the guards? Wait. I can give you a few pennies. Money? Yes. Well, in that case, I won't be so petty. Hop in the back and act, well, unsuspicious. Yeah. It's a little suspicious that we're setting up like that, I'm just gonna say. It looks like you tricked the guards. I think you can take off the disguise. Now tell me, what are you wanted for? I have no idea, or a priest is out for my blood. A priest is out for my blood. Had an argument with the local priest. I'm not sure what he told the mayor. But since the guards wanted to arrest me, I assumed the worst. Oh yes, that sounds serious indeed. These days you shouldn't mess with the church. Why are we passing the cemetery? Where are you taking the deceased? To the burial ground, of course. The cemetery has long since run out of space. Besides, our worthy leaders in the church are afraid. They no longer want to hold funeral ceremonies. No proper burial. No clerical blessings. What will Susan say? What happens to the dead? Some pits have been dug a good distance from town. I throw the bodies into an empty pit. For safety's sake, I'm supposed to add slaked lime. That's all there is to it. In any case, no priest has ever been seen at a plague funeral. Oh no. But they should go in the cemetery, please. We can't go to the cemetery. Susan, please calm down. We have to make it to Ouch Road before night falls. But my parents... I'm sorry, but we have to keep going. I think you've taken us far enough. Please drop us off at the fork in the road. From there, we'll make our way to Ouch Road on our own. Well then, good luck. Thanks very much for your help. Here it is, I think. Her uncle's house, finally. It's getting late. I should also find a place to spend the night. Knock knock. Hello. Susan, what are you doing here? And who are you? Good evening, madam. My name is Oswald Keller. I'm passing through. Susan's parents died of the plague. Don't worry, she herself did not fall ill. Oh no. It's best if she tells you everything herself. I'm looking for a place to stay the night. You're that physician, aren't you? I heard they're looking for you. People are saying all kinds of things about you. I can't accommodate you here. I don't want to bribe her, per se. Is there anything that could change your mind? Well, since a physician, maybe you could take a look after my husband. He's been sick. I'd be glad to. Well, very well, Susan. Go up to the hayloft. Come in. There he is. Please help him. I'll see what I can do. My name is Oswald Keller. I am a physician. Huh? What? Doctor. Quack. All bad. Why do you say that? Huh? What? I'm so cold. He is burning up and barely responsive. His fever is very high. Have you been able to help my husband yet? I'm on it. Cooking pot with a handle. Fireplace. Bucket of water. Cooking pot. He has a high fever. Water. Not completely sure why I'm boiling water, but I am. A shelf with rustic tableware. From the looks of it, it's been handed down for generations. A silver willow. A big linen cloud. An elder bush. Oh. Elderberry. I'm guessing elderberry goes in the water. There's still one ingredient missing. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's not. That's something the willow tree do. Use my knife to pry some bark from the trunk. There we go. That's what I had missed. The tea is ready. I didn't realize we were... Okay. I've prepared a tea that will relieve your fever and pain. Tea, huh? You think with your brew you can go against God's will? You think it's God's will that you're sick? What else could it be? Nothing happens without the Lord's intention. And God sent me to help you. Maybe. Very well. Have you been able to help my husband yet? I'm on it. Okay, so he drank the tea, and then we give him a quote-unquote cool cough. I'm going to put cough wraps on you now. It will be better in a moment. I made him calf wraps to bring his temperature down, get him through the night. The tea will abate his fever. He should be better tomorrow. Thank you very much. I'll show you to the hayloft and set up a place for you to sleep. Knock, knock. Hello? Good morning. I wanted to say goodbye before I hit the road. How is your husband? Hurry up. Go. I'm so sorry. Why? Yep. Ah, there he is. Seize him. I charge you with heresy, witchcraft, and theft. I never. I have seen it myself, and there are other witnesses. A faithful member of the local community has agreed to testify against you. We're talking about the devil's work, a brew you made, and you tried to persuade him to drink it, didn't you? What? But it is thanks to him that we found you. Witchcraft, dear Mr. Keller. Witchery. Take him in for questioning. He will confess everything. But we made friends with the Countess. She likes us. 3 days later. Silence, silence. The mayor is speaking. Listen, dear people. We are here today to hear testimony against the physician Oswald Keller. He stands accused of heresy, theft, witchcraft, and conspiring with the devil. I now give him the floor. Give the floor to the accuser. I now give the floor to the accuser, Pardoner Joanne Kraft. This man This man has caused great discord in your community. He has been sneaking from door to door, unsettling people and attempting to shake their faith in God. That is not true. I am a physician. I came to Wippra to help people. Far be it from me to advise my patients in anything other than medical matters. Oh yes, I have heard differently. These are serious accusations. It is one man's word against another. We will have to hear witnesses to refute or corroborate the allegations. Well, Dr. Keller, whom would you like to call to your defense? The Countess. The Countess likes us. I'd like to ask the Countess to intercede on my behalf. Very well. I know this man to be a capable and courteous physician. He exhibits respect and decency. The accusations against him sound far-fetched to me, to say the least. Thank you for your gracious statement, my lady. It puts the case in a new light. Do you have another witness to support your accusation, Father Kraft? I do. I call the guardsmen of the city watch to witness. So be it. Arnold, speak. As you command. I met Dr. Keller in Crafter's Alley when he stepped out of the basket weaver's house. I asked him frankly what reason for his visit there was. He knew the family had a case of the plague, but he denied it. Possibly he wanted to prevent me from blocking up their door with boards. Unbelievable. I specifically ordered the sick to be isolated so that the plague would not spread further. This is disregard for your sovereign authority. Whatever the outcome of this trial, you will be punished with lashes for this. Can you counter these accusations, Dr. Keller? Ask another to speak for you. So the miller we successfully dissuaded from buying an indulgence, but I don't know that that would actually help our case. I think the Sisters of the Covenant would help. I would like to ask Sister Agatha to speak for me. I will comply with his request. What have you to say in defense of the accused, sister? As our new physician, Dr. Keller was to take up the work that his predecessor, Dr. Hubert, had so conscientiously performed for years. On that day, the beds in our hospital were full. Dr. Keller conscientiously cared for the sick and performed a difficult surgery, just as Dr. Hubert would have done. I was very glad to have Dr. Keller with us that day. But what of the holy water brush? He stole it, didn't he? He did take the holy water brush without permission, but he used it to do good. This is in the spirit of the Lord, and therefore forgivable. Also, I am sure that he would have returned it. Accordingly, he cannot be found guilty of theft. Ow, no, that is... Father Kraft, it is up to you to call another witness. The miller will give us sound proof of Oswald Keller's ill works and heretical speeches. I will gladly testify as a witness. On the day in question, I found my servant Otto in the mill with his head crushed in. I dragged him to the hospital in my cart. Dr. Keller assured me that he could help my servant. When I left to deliver the flour and was to return... to return in the evening. Later that day, Dr. Keller approached me unexpectedly in Crafter's Alley and demanded a guilder. I immediately had a bad feeling. I wanted to buy an indulgence with the silver piece, but Dr. Keller kept pressing me. With cunning persuasion, he forced me to hand over the guilder. He used Luther's heretical drivel in his way, to get his way. But it didn't help my stupid servant. His injury became infected, and yesterday he died and was buried, God rest his soul. I heard it said that the wound was not properly cleaned. I should have used the wine. I didn't even think about it. My servant is dead and the silver is lost. If only I had bought an indulgence. I am telling you, Dr. Oswald Keller is a heretic pretending to be a physician. Is that true? Of course not. That's enough. The evidence of your guilt is overwhelming. These offenses are punishable by death by hanging. And not only that, The lies this man spreads about the plague are blasphemous. For that alone, he should be punished with death. Go on, tell them yourself. It's just... I believe the plague is not God's punishment. It is fleas from rats that spread the plague. Rats! There have always been rats here. Do you hear that? Blasphemy. This heretic presumes to exalt himself above God. No. But prayers and buying letters of indulgence will not save us from the plague. We, the people, can do something about the disease. Enough. Oswald Keller, I hereby sentence you to death by hanging. No. Oswald Keller's letter never reached its addressee. In 1894, the pathogen that caused the plague was discovered by Swiss physician Alexandre Yersin. Today we know that the plague was a bacterial infection transmitted from rats to humans in the Middle Ages, primarily by fleas. Really, Susan got out. So I feel like I was gonna lose in that situation anyway. Because that just read like it was based off of a true story. The Plague Doctor of Wippra. Inspired by a short story by Florian Russi. Well, I guess that's the end. I really liked this game. I thought the art style was cool. I thought it was pretty clean and concise storytelling. The details were good, and they obviously did historical research into just making those little bits and pieces actually relate to things that were going on during the plague. And honestly, I was gonna say the ending is a little disappointing because you're always rooting for the protagonist. But I mean, it's fair. Like, that happened. Like, those kinds of things happened in those days. And so it feels, while not necessarily a satisfying end, it feels like a realistic end. But so those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think of this in the comment section down below. And I'm curious if there's another ending there. I might do a little bit of research and see. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.